live on the square. So like all the nightlife, everything is on the square, and I think the Krakow is the best one.
Yeah.
Really the best one.
Me as well. I would say, I agree with him. Finally here in Krakow, so I'm back after like almost 2 years of visiting this place. Last 2016, I'm with my two good friends and Von celebrating his birthday here in Krakow.
This short top things in Krakow is sure to have something for every type of traveler.
One of the best things that you can see here in Krakow is the old square. So they've got one of the biggest squares here in Europe and one of the cleanest cities I've been as well. In the last years I've been traveling. So in here you can find a lot of different landmarks here in Krakow. We've got Mariansky Tower, and we've got different structures here that you can see, very typical of Polish architecture as well. And I think this one is one of the most interesting areas here in Krakow as well. There's a lot to see here in the town square.
The buzzing bar-pack cafe spotted heart of the UNESCO-attested Krakow Old Town, the market square is where all the action has played out since the Middle Ages.
Here now the hay now in a while, so the church bell is started to ring. So in a while we're gonna hear the trumpet call, which is very famous here in Krakow as well.
The Hainaw call can be heard across Krakow town every hour on the hour. Crowds of tourists gather below the spires of St. Mary's Church at the turn of the clock to watch as the trumpeters do their thing. They typically play the tune 4 times, once in every window in the Gothic spire, and out to the 4 corners of the Krakow Old Town.
The Mariansky Basilic and so on, when you heard the hay now, and now you are heading just straight to the Wawel Castle. That was a king's castle.
Ah, okay. So this is the royal route of the kings.
That's it.
Yeah. Very interesting.
Few things in life get a pole more animated than a good dessert, ranging from donuts and pastries to a plethora of cakes and torts, many of which have come to be associated with particular holidays. Polish desserts are known for not being too sweet and for too often incorporating marmalade, gelatin, or alcohol. And take note, you shouldn't miss their lodi or ice cream, which is one of the cheapest and one of the best here in Europe.
Very interesting to note, I've never heard the idea that there's a union before between Poland and Lithuania. So Dominic was telling me Polish people are not welcome in Lithuania. So I was telling him, have you been to those areas? No. But Lithuanians come here in Poland, very perfectly fine. But when Polish comes to Lithuania, it's a different story.
It is. It is a difference.
So this is the Wawel Castle. As I've read many years, it was just a small. Initially, it was a small residential house by a king. After it was burned down, 30 years after, this Italian-inspired castle was made, and then years and years, the extension and the courtyards were established. That's why it went this big as this one.
Covered something about Smoke Wawelski here, so you can trigger him to spit fire through SMS. Yeah,
Yeah, I sent it.
wow, it's pretty amazing. For only 1 zloty. 1 zloty?
1 zloty.
We enjoyed the medley of Gothic, Renaissance, Rococo and Romanesque architecture of the Wawel Castle, which can be seen towering over the whole city. Set within walking distance of the old town, the historic Jewish quarter or the Kazimierz of Kraków was once a separate city in its own right.
It's very Jewish.
With these
Yeah.
triangles, that's
And-
that's
These windows are very Jewish in structures. That one. Typical. I'm being funny. Got like new wine.
Today, it's totally subsumed into a fabric of the town, but still retains a unique culture and vibe with its crumbling tenement blocks, great synagogues, and huddles of cool bohemian beer joints. Essentially the world's oldest shopping mall, the Cloth Hall in the center of Kraków has been home to a trading hall since at least the 1300s. Given a 16th century Renaissance facelift, this architectural marvel boasts dozens of stalls selling amber, jewelry, Polish souvenirs and trinkets at prices that are actually more reasonable than you'd anticipate. It's very interesting to note that the vaults were also decorated with the coats of arms of Polish cities, emblems of guilds and seals, which I think is one of the most unique things that you can see in the hall.
You know so much, actually, to be honest. Not that bad information. Trying some typical Polish breakfast or going inside this one.
I'm vlogging, you're vlogging. So we'll have our breakfast here.
Typical.
I've got a set. It's just cheese, ham,
And
egg. Is this egg? Sour cream.
very good meal we had, so thanks to like Dom, because you know he gave us some sort of like orientation of how Polish foods are and how good it is, and what's like the typical ones that we've tried as well.
How do you like your omelette?
Huh? Yeah,
You like your omelette?
I like the omelette, but it's the first time. It's the first time I did actually. It's the first time I had it, like with omelette with fruits, mixed with fruits and different fruits. There's like strawberries, pears, mangoes, I think, and some apples. So it's really cool. So we're finally here on my favorite restaurant in Krakow. It's Food Wawelem. So I've got here my very good friend from Warsaw. He's originally from Gdansk, but he's studying in Warsaw. So Dominic in the house. And my very good friends, their first time in Krakow, so they're very amazed. So we're gonna try eating this food, which I've tasted like almost like 2 years ago. It's really good. This is highly recommended to me. Thank you.
Chopstick średnio wytwarzony sznycel z frytkami.
Okay, jeden strong pizza z frytkami. For 8 people, but now it's fine.
No, because we never realized what we've ordered, but you know, it's not too much with the price.
You,
Like, oh my
saw
god.
like you had a weight, so it was like fish was nearly 1 kilogram of fish.
Too much for 4
Oh
people.
my god, too much for 4 people.
No, it's not. It's my birthday. It's supposed to be that-
It's his
that
birthday.
much.
Did you know that his birthday? It's his birthday. He's turning 30 years old.
Thank you, Evan. Okay. Yeah, this is with cabbage and this is with meat.
Yeah.
And you have some topping.
Birthday, you have to order more.
You have to eat 1.5 kilogram of golonka for your birthday.
Come here. Come with us. Alright, let's cheers. Let's One, two, three. One shot.
Cheers
One,
to my
two, three,
birthday.
cheers. Happy birthday. So we're almost ending our day today for our day 2 here in Krakow. So I just wanted to like express my really appreciation to my very good friend from Warszawa. He went all the way from Warszawa going here in Krakow, and you know I can't just you know express my really heartfelt gratitude to him, you know, for coming here over. So thank you so much, Dom, for you know coming over to Krakow.
No problem.
Always, you know. I never expected him to come really, to be honest, because I know that he's a very busy guy, very busy with work and very busy with his studies. But you know, he took some time off. here to come over with us, and you know, he helped a lot with us, you know, to learn so much about what Polish culture is. And this is my second time, but it's as if it's my first time again. That was like back in 2 years ago. Same with us, you know, he was here back 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years? 2 years ago. So, thank you so much. Yeah. Dziękuję.